It is old-fashioned in the sense that it is the old ethos. It is really a poem about what women used to do best, but I don't think they do best anymore, which is wait for the laundry, to wait for the prince to arrive, and so forth. So this is very regular in my music. Sleeping Beauty. Asleep in a balking wood and dreaming dark on dark for endless years, I hardly knew the human sound you made. Through the wretched stone, the vine, the thorn, I heard you call, the reasoned others of your kind had come and gone. Malefactors, hardy in their way, had sought my hand, had sought for reasons of their own my pale inheritance. They tried, they lied, and then they went away, too deep, too cold, they cried. And I, from in my wool cocoon, laughed and laughed, drowsy though I was, and pulled the blanket up to hide a worried smile. I thought the somnolence would never end. I thought the stale but stringent curse still held me in its sway. I thought the effort of my former suitors cheap. I wept, I slept, I did not dream that you were on your way. Okay, here's one in praise of old love. Old folks' love. It gets sweeter in some ways as it goes along. It includes all of you, especially you youngsters. So it's called At Home. So this is what it comes down to, love. I in my masters, you in your chair. Evening is here, the light is tricky, but we don't depend. Fight and Fred have gone for a walk. We can't remember we read that book before. Topsy-turvy, we sing songs. The hand on the old shoulders signifies this is a good time. Okay, here's one of my, from the distant past, one of my Eleanor poems. It's a comic domestic poem, and you will see that I'm trying to dig meaning out of the slightest silliness. It's called Consumer Reports. Eleanor looks for the hidden meaning in her recent struggle with the new mattress from Pacioli's Sleep Shack. The sheets are much too large to fit, and Horace wakes up wrapped in the pad. So she orders some sheet garters from Holds Almost Anything. The one on Horace's side flips up and hits him in the face. Then one of Eleanor's doctors says she's allergic to dust, so she buys a soft vinyl mattress sack to seal it all in. That bunches up and squeals when Horace moves on the bed. So she puts the cotton cover back on over the vinyl cover and buys some foam mattress corners guaranteed to prevent creep. But of course they don't. So she buys a convoluted foam egg crate mattress topper, guaranteed to prevent body aches, keep you cool in summer, and hold your sheets in place, which it does. But Horace can't stand sleeping on all those bumps. So she buys another cotton mattress cover to put on top of the topper, to be used in conjunction with the sheet garters, the foam corners, and the vinyl sack. Horace says he hasn't had a good night's sleep in weeks. That's also sort of a satire on consumerism, right? Okay, here's a sort of disappointed love poem. I'm trying to have every different kind. This is based on the figure of a wildebeest. Now, I don't know if you know about this, but wildebeest get a disease sometimes. They get a parasite in the brain, and it makes them run in circles, and they run until they die if nothing interrupts them or they aren't given medicine or something. And I thought that was kind of tragic. So I built a poem around that. That same old love story. Yes, I'm going round and round again like some demented wildebeest with the turning sickness. No female Sisyphus with a rock to hug and a momentary sense of vertical progress. No, turns out I'm just a beast and love's a trap. If I spun out of here, I'd drop dead. Those old bugs in the head have affected my equilibrium. I can't go straight, so maybe going in circles is best. Oh, and when the vulture comes by, tell him I'm old meat anyhow.
Oh, God.
Okay, I have a bizarre blended family. There must be at least 50 major members in my blended family. And I went to a wedding in Oregon from a member of the blended family. And this is in celebration of that craziness, that 20th and 21st century craziness. And of the love that there still is among those people. It was a marriage on the side of Mount Hood. And the theme was Froggy Goes A-Courtin', and all of those kids were dressed up. It was adorable. And, a country band was there playing Froggy Goes A-Courtin'. Okay. Eleanor is attending the wedding of her first husband's second wife's daughter. Also present are the thrice divorced father of the bride and the bride's 4 half-sisters from his second marriage. He is the only single male around, but Eleanor is not tempted, even though, this being Oregon, the establishment has left 2 shiny new condoms on the table of the bedroom. Eleanor is sharing that with the sister of the mother of the bride, who meditates in the closet and performs Reiki on anyone willing to relax. Also staying in this cabin are Eleanor's 2 sons, half-brother, his wife, and the 2 half-nephews, one of whom portrays a duck, a large duck in the ceremony. After which, Eleanor eats dinner with her ex-brother-in-law and his ex-wife as they fondly remember the good old days on the banks of the Illinois River, and then join the whole crowd on the dance floor to lift their arms and all together sing, "We Are Family." You can see that has practically no poetic form at all. This one, however, is very regular. This should titillate you. This is a story from long ago of that moment. Well, Alice touched on that moment when you're so besotted with passion you can't even think straight. Right? And you would just do anything, jump off a cliff, do anything. So this is in memory of that. A long ago affair. His is the body, the old woman's body, remembers the best. A beautiful man, neither honest nor true. He came to her door every night, and they talked while the children slept, and then fell to the floor and made love till their muscles wept. Swept by a need that was greater than greed, they couldn't resist, though they knew they would share neither country, nor family, nor friend. So they tore through the years till they saw they should part, but the sound of that break could be heard in their hearts for the rest of their days. One more, well, 2 more. This is fantasy, right? We all have a fantasy life. And this is the most unlikely dream that I had, given most of our politics and so forth. It's called It Happens One Night. Eleanor dreams she is having an affair with Ronald Reagan. They agree at the start not to talk about politics or poetry. Mrs. R has taken a powder, so they are free as the wind on the Rio Grande. Ronnie is gorgeous in his red plaid vest and his black bow tie. He is tall and his shoulders are broad, and it's for sure that being in his arms is heavy stuff. Yes, she says as they dance to the tune of Blue Moon. Yes, as they gallop to the edge of the cliff and look down into the brown and green valley. Yes, as he massages her feet and calls her his little sweet potato. She knows it's time to get real, but she likes to rest her head in that hollow under his chin and stay there as long as possible. What, are we listening to that sound?